It says host disabled participant screen sharing. So.
Yeah.
Tayo, you need to share your enable screen sharing for everyone so that he can share his screen.
Oh, I think maybe I'm going to make you a first.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, David, can you now?
No.
Tayo, what you need to do is go to screen share and click on the tiny arrow, and then it will give you a another pop-up that says allow all attendees to.
It's working now.
All right, excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm ready to start now. Good everyone, my name is David Elesin, and I'm here to speak on the topic, building interest in agriculture, the gold mine. I would like to individually explain each word in this sentence so we can really understand the meaning of this sentence. First of all, agriculture. I'm sure we've heard of this word before. The key word in this sentence is agriculture. In simple terms, agriculture is the practice of cultivating plants and livestock. It may seem very simple at the surface, but it is much more complex than you think. It has lots of impacts on our day-to-day life. For example, agriculture was the key development in the rise of sedentary human civilization, which means that without the cultivation of plants, without the growing of livestock, without the cultivation of livestock, we wouldn't be able to live in areas for a long period of time, for example, Lagos, because sedentism is the act of living in one area for a very long time. So without agriculture, there wouldn't be sedentism. Now, building interest. Building is the act of developing something or increasing a certain aspect of something. When I say I want to build on something, when I say I want to build a house, it just means I want to develop that thing. It means I want to take it to greater heights than before. Interest is the act of wanting to know more about something or someone. If I have interest for something, it means I want to devote my attention, I want to devote my time to it, to have a passion for it. So now when you couple them together, building interest is wanting to develop your passion, wanting to grow that passion that you have for something to greater heights. The gold mine. A gold mine in this case can be seen as a source of wealth, valuable information, or resources. We all know how valuable gold is. For example, if I was given a bar of gold today, I would probably sell it for a very high amount. So the term gold mine means a source of great value, something that is near irreplaceable. Building interest in agriculture is realizing that this job that is seen to be a poor man's job by many people can actually be a source of interest, wealth, and resources, and deciding to take a step forward with that interest that you have and learn more about agriculture. Now let's take a look at England, the richest farmer in the world, and Rotimi Williams, another successful farmer. He is a Chinese agricultural tycoon, billionaire, and the world's richest farmer. He's the chair and president of the pig farming company Nguyen Foodstuff. He studied animal husbandry at Henan Agricultural University. They started his own business with his wife, Chian, who sits on the board of Miwan. The couple started their venture with 22 pigs in 1992 and now have more than 10 million pigs. That was astronomical growth. Now, Rotimi Williams. Rotimi Williams is a 35-year-old Nigerian rice farmer and a former journalist. He owns Kerek Suk Rice Farm in Asara State, which is the second largest commercial rice farm in Nigeria by land size. The success story of Rotimi Williams is a good example of how opportunities present themselves when we pursue them and fill them in hard work.
Sorry, please, if you're not talking, can you go on mute? There's a distraction. Please go on mute if you're not talking. Thank you.
Okay. Can I go on?
Tayo, please, can you mute everyone and then unmute David?
Okay, can I go on?
Yes, you can. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The success story of Rotimi Williams is a good example of how opportunities present themselves, but only become game changers when we pursue them and fuel them with hard work and resilience against all odds. Rotimi had no prior agricultural background and taught himself all he knew about the business. Yet there were several constraints, like limited funding, that could have forced him to give up and stick to what matched his qualifications, journalism. Instead, he pushed through and persevered until he became the owner of a highly successful multi-million-dollar rice farm. My experience. In my third term of year 8, I was involved in a hydroponic farming project, and it was an eye-opener. My chemistry teacher, who had involved me in various entrepreneurial projects before, had a new hydroponic farming project coming up. So he involved me and a few others of my classmates to work on a hydroponic stem farm. Before the project, I always viewed farming as a poor man's job or something that really didn't bring in enough money. And the project really fixed my stereotype on farming. I have a video of the farm, and if I could share it, that would be nice. So let me go ahead. Thank you. And finally, I would like to end with a quote. If agriculture goes wrong, nothing else will have a chance to go right, by M.S. Swaminathan, an Indian geneticist. Thank you.
Wow. Awesome. Wow. Brilliant presentation over there.
Thank you so much, David. This is such a wonderful presentation. And I like the way you ended it. It's actually a very powerful statement there. If agriculture goes wrong, nothing else will have a chance to go right. And that's really powerful, because of the impact of agriculture on our society, both as a small and large society, and even in the world over. Agriculture does play a very key role. And that video as well that you shared is great, is inspiring, it's passionate, it's powerful. Thank you so much for sharing, your wonderful message with us.
I think my chemistry teacher is live. So if you could share the video, of the farm, the hydroponic farm, that would be cool.
Awesome. David, I understand you made the slide yourself. That's
Yes,
pretty awesome. So someone like you, what can you say? What does the future hold? What can we say about the future in terms of agriculture for the young people, the people in your generations? How do you think you can lead the generation of such?
I think the stereotype of agriculture has actually changed, because I told you previously that my thoughts of agriculture was that it was a poor man's job. It wasn't really something that could bring in enough money. So now that that stereotype has changed, I think there will be a lot of groundbreaking leaders, one like me and my sister, and other people here in this meeting that can actually lead the way for other people in the agricultural industry.
Wow, excellent. We're still
And
coming
also,
back to you. Mr. Romero, please, can you hear that? What can you say about what you just said, sir?
I think, what he said is really, really impactful. It just goes to show what the future holds for agriculture and our youth today. It goes to show there's a huge opportunity there. And there's also a message there. It talked about the stereotype of agriculture that people think it's associated with being poor. But the reality is that stereotype has been dissolved. I mean, just look at the presentation from today, and I recall the presentation from last week as well, when we had one of the guest speaker, Nelson, where he, demonstrated what he had been doing in the back end with his huge agricultural practice. So I think this is really a challenge to the youth. This is really saying to the youth, we can do this. We have the capacity to do this. We have what it takes to do this. And we should stop looking down on agriculture, and work together on the way to take it to the next level.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
So,
we have Nelson online now. Nelson, can you hear me? Are you here for your session, the second session today?
Yeah. Hold on, David was about to ask a question.
yes, sir. Our hydroponic farm in Liberty International School is inviting Do the Dream Youth Development and Mr. Tony Arimore and the UN representative. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
If you're available.
Right.
I didn't get that. What's going on? I didn't get that.
I would like to invite the Do the Dream Youth Development and Mr. Tony Arimore, the UN representative, to our hydroponic farm, if you're available.
Wow. That's a big challenge. Wow. I'm going to relate your message. That's noted already. Mr. Romero, that's the challenge you're talking about. Is that not what you're saying, sir?
Yes, it is. Thanks for the invite. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.